Okay, so I think that Chris here makes a really good point, and I'm gonna let him and his guest make it. I'm trying to get his name on here; it won't focus. I will put a link to the full video because I want to give him credit. It's like 7 months old, but it kind of answers a question to like 2 videos ago that I made. So I can get this to work.
Communicate. Like it's just a very messy way to communicate. So I had this guy on the show, a guy called Gwinder Bogle, and he has this concept where he says, when intelligent people affiliate themselves to ideology, their intellect ceases to guard them against wishful thinking and instead begins to fortify it, causing them to inadvertently mastermind their own delusion and to very cleverly become stupid. And this is, I think, what... I mean, it's fucking brilliant. But it's what... I had a question for you, which is, why is it that this seems to be disproportionately held, these viewpoints seem to disproportionately be held by intelligent people? Why is it that their rationality hasn't been able to guard them against something which seems to be playing around up against reality? It's swimming upstream.
Such an important question. I wish I knew the answer to that. You're absolutely right, though. It does seem to be that intelligent people are particularly susceptible to this. I mean, the fact that academics are now mostly activists, right? And the fact that they bought into this stuff. Intelligence is no prophylactic against this belief system. You know, there have always been intelligent ideologues of all stripes. So why is that the case? I guess because however intelligent we are, ideologies will be appealing to us because thinking is hard, even if you are really smart. Perhaps, possibly, especially if you are really smart. And you know, maybe an ideology solves everything for you. It says, you know, this is the way the world works, and you don't have to do your thinking for yourself anymore. And I think that's as true of intellectuals as anything else. It's less about how intelligent you are and more about how your capacity for critical thinking. And I think everyone is capable of critical thought.
I wonder whether people like the idea of a predetermined framework of thinking if you are the type of person that has vacillations about your view of the world more than the average person, because it nets you a bigger positive. If you're not somebody that is hugely inquisitive or curious or introspective and doesn't hold all of these different viewpoints in your mind at one time, there is less of a benefit to outsourcing your thinking to somebody else because there isn't as much thinking going on in any case. I wonder whether it's almost like a relief to people that have a lot of big questions and can't find answers to them to just go for something that is it's just an answer. I don't care if it's the right answer, it just is a answer.
Well, I think the social justice activists depend upon that, don't they? Because they are offering answers to complicated, difficult ideas, and they're offering very simple, appealing, soundbite style answers to these things. And they've already sort of problematized things because they keep redefining words, and they keep telling you don't understand this, and they keep throwing jargon at people and saying you won't understand it because you haven't studied critical race theory, so just let us do the thinking for you. We'll come in and we'll tell you what's problematic and what's not, and what you should say and what you shouldn't say.
Going back to what you said about religion, I learned